Hey, what's up Guardians, TBL here, bringing you another Destiny tips and tricks video on the PlayStation 4. In this video, we're going to be showing you guys how to traverse the Abyss, the first section in the all-new raid, Crota's End, completely solo. It's actually fairly easy and will take advantage of the rock boost method. Alright, let's dive on in. Now for this method, you probably will need to have your abilities set to maximize agility, since you'll pretty much need to have as much speed and maneuverability as you can get to escape the hordes of Thrall. Now once you started the raid up, follow the path that I'm taking here, straight to the first lamp where you may need to sit for a moment to lessen the effects of the weight of darkness. As you can see, I just ran around in a circle a little bit, and from here, make your way towards the second lamp, but when you reach it, head over to the left, wrapping around the back of a rock formation behind the lamp. Jump on top of this rock and then scoot as close to the wall as you can. Also, make sure you've activated the lamp when you come over here. Doing this will get you away from the Thrall, and sitting this close to the wall will cause you to fly forward when the lamp finally self-destructs. The reason for this being, when the lamp explodes, the rock that you're next to blocks all of the damage from it, but the impact still passes through. So, once the lamp explodes, it should launch you to a faraway cliff, well out of the reach of the Thrall. Now it does take some fairly precise positioning on the rock to get the trajectory down so that you land on top of the cliff. But as long as you sit close to where I was, you should be fine. The next phase of this section is easy. Simply follow the path forward and then finally around the bend to the right. The weight of darkness debuff will build up on you so you won't be able to sprint, but there will really be no enemies nearby, so you should have a pretty easy time. Just continue forward and a little bit to the right once you reach the corner, and eventually you'll come upon the light of another lantern slightly to the right. Reaching this lamp indicates that you're back on the path. Once you see it, head towards it and there will be a single Hive Knight patrolling the area nearby. You can either sneak past him or take him out, but generally, he's the only enemy you should encounter in this area. Once the Knight has been taken out, move forward up the nearby hill, but make sure you watch out for the pitfall. There are a few in this area. The first is located immediately at the top of this hill. From here, you'll see another lamp with a second pitfall directly in front of it. Make sure you avoid the trap and head for the lamp where you can wipe the weight of darkness debuff from yourself once more. Once you've reached this point, turn to the right and head behind the nearby rock formation, which will take you along the edge of a cliff similar to the one we followed to get here. Follow this path all the way around, and you'll soon see the bridge area directly in front of you. Congratulations, Guardian, you're almost done with the maze. Now at this point, I would recommend that you switch to a decent long-range weapon. As you can see here, I'm switching to Icebreaker, as in the final section here, we will be building the bridge, and activating this causes a wave of enemies to come at you, including an ogre. And you're going to want to be able to take that ogre out as quickly as possible. But alright, once you've reached this section, stand upon the sigil here and the bridge will begin to form. And as soon as you get the prompt that fire team revives have been re-enabled, head towards this rock. And a quick note, make sure you don't activate the lamp that's slightly to the right. Believe me, you'll thank me later. Anyways, once you've reached the rock, simply hop on top of it like so and face towards this pit. And in the far off distance, you'll see a lamp surrounded by several rocks. This is the area where the ogre will spawn, so you'll want to take it out as quickly as possible. And as long as you're sitting on top of this rock, the thralls that will spawn in this area won't bother you. So simply destroy the ogre, and then you can kick back and wait for the bridge to finish building. It is that simple, Guardian. Now the reason I said that you shouldn't activate the lamp near this rock is because if you do, it will very likely explode before the bridge has a chance to finish building. And if you're on top of this rock when that happens, it'll very likely send you flying and probably kill you. So it's best to avoid that situation. But again, as long as you're just sitting here, most of the enemies will completely ignore you. So you can just sit back, relax, and wait for the bridge to finish. All while keeping an eye out for ogres, of course. I did have one occasion where a second one did spawn. But congratulations, once you've reached this part, you just have to sit back and wait. And there we go. Eventually, you will get the message the path is clear, and this will be your prompt to book it towards the doorway of light. Start heading as quickly as you can towards the gate, because enemies will spawn and pursue you across the bridge. But once you've reached this point, just keep on running until you've made it through the doorway, and you will have completed the first section of Crota's End, attaining your first loot drop from the raid. And that, again, is pretty much it, Guardians. So let's take a quick look and see what we get. And of course, as per the usual, we get nothing but either shards or energy. In this case, we got ourselves some radiant energy. But no worries, it's all good. But alright, that about wraps up this video, guys. Hopefully it helps some of you guys who can't quite get a raid group together make it through the first part of Crota's End. As it turns out, a majority of this raid can be done solo, and I have actually soloed it all the way up to the final fight with Crota himself. We'll be having videos for that coming out over the course of the week. And if any of you guys need a more comprehensive guide on how to solo parts of Crota's End, I'll leave links to more detailed Reddit threads in the description box below. But alright, that about wraps up this video, guys. If you like what you saw here, feel free to check out my channel where we'll have a ton more Destiny videos coming out soon. Anyways, that's it for me now. As always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty. Oh, and Crota, we're coming for you.
Ah! Get to the chopper!